Alright, this just needs to be said about this character. I've been thinking about it since me and T4TV, also known as Cyberwolf, had this little discussion about this topic last night, and I just felt it needs to be said for 3 reasons. Number 1, not very many people know this change happened. Number 2, it was a stupid change to begin with. And number 3, the fangirls of this particular character are really starting to annoy me. Prince Ralis of Twilight Princess. And I use the term prince very mildly. Heck, I'm flat out being sarcastic when I call Ralis a prince. You want to know why? Fangirls, if I were you, I'd sit down right now. Everyone, Ralis is a girl. She is not a prince. She is not a boy. She is not the Queen of Zora's son. She is a girl. She is the Queen of Zora's daughter. She is the princess of the Zoras. And she is the future queen. Or currently is, depending on where you are in the game right now. Ralis is a girl. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say that you heard Ralis being referred to as a boy throughout the whole time of the game. Well, the reason is when they were translating it into English from the original Japanese, they changed Ralis' gender from female to male, which makes absolutely no sense. Now, when I was thinking about this, I thought, maybe it's because Ralis is completely naked. But then I completely threw that reason out the window when I remembered Ruto from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Because even as a child, she was naked. Ralis has that water bottle thing. Give or take, it doesn't cover anything. But the fact of the matter is, Ruto was naked as a child and as an adult when you traveled through time. She's completely naked. She's a female Zora. So what's the deal with Ralis? Why change her gender? Do you see now why it's completely stupid that they changed Ralis' gender from female to male when they were translating it into English? It makes absolutely no sense. And if they're worried about the new look of the game being much more graphical and causing more problems to it, no offense, but the fact that the fairies in this game have their chest being covered by their hair only, yeah. And give or take also, the fairies from Ocarina of Time were just as nude. I'm sorry, but those vines that you use to cover them really don't cut it. It just made no sense to change Ralis from female to male. And if they really were that worried about the soccer moms getting hyped about a female character running around regardless that it's a child, and that Ralis remains a child throughout the entire game, they could have just maybe put armor on her, or a dress, or just a small covering, maybe just put a small top, or, clothing. Easiest thing said in the book, but like I said, it's not needed, simply for the fact that Ruto, both as a child and as an adult, she was not censored at all, and she was completely naked the entire time. So the change is completely stupid. And now to the fangirls of this character. I'm not specifying the fangirls that just like Ralis. I'm just calling them the sick ones out. The sick ones that act like closet pedophiles. I would like to know what is up with you guys. Ralis is maybe 9, 10, at the most 11 years old from what I can see of her. When I look at her, I mean. When I first saw Ralis, I thought, oh, 9, 10, 11-year-old kid. it's a kid. You fangirls are acting like, I'm not going into further about this. I'm not going into further discussion about this because some of the things I've seen the fangirls of Ralis post on pictures of him on DeviantArt, some of them are just really sick-minded. Along with places that I've ever also seen Ralis' picture put up. Yeah. So, Ralis is a girl. I don't care what they say in the American version. The very first version of this game was in Japanese. Ralis was a girl in the Japanese version. Therefore, Ralis is originally female. Fangirls, stop being sickoids and stop acting like closet pedophiles. And Nintendo, there was no need to change Ralis' gender from female to male. You could have just given her a dress or just put her in armor. I mean, we've seen armor in the game that the Zoras wear. You could have thought of something. I mean, come on. If her walking around nude was really that much of a problem, you could have just given her clothing, not take the lazy way out and change the gender.